YouTube, Brent Sioni here of Image Lucidity. Today we're going to be reviewing the Avada theme for WordPress. So without further ado, let me just show you guys a few quick examples of what I've built with Avada, and then I'll talk a little bit about the benefit of Avada, and then show you guys behind the scenes in the dashboard, all the different plugins it comes with, and how easy it is to use. So first site I want to show you is artbyana.com. I built this website for my girlfriend using the Avada theme. I rendered graphics in Blender 3D, put them into the Revolution slider slideshow. Avada comes with flip boxes, so you can have different content. And just to show you another quick example, for instance, let's go to Face Paint. Show you guys this. It's very responsive. You can choose numbers of columns. It's easy to add in different images. Contact page. Avada comes full with map plugins and tons of different features. So I put in her location. Again, Blender 3D graphics. Flip boxes for this, even though it's the same on both sides, it's just catchy. It's a cool little animation. Social media links. So you can see Avada on this site works beautifully, and it doesn't look like the default theme that you see when you go to Theme Fusion. Alright, so next site, Brand Visualist. This is for Christopher Payne Taylor, one of my clients. He's a branding and marketing specialist. He is also like a wordsmith. He works for a lot of different Fortune 500 companies and different marketing firms. So you can see the slideshow gets across almost like a story, a message. Very clean, a lot of white space, mostly focusing on the content. Let's just skip to experience, for instance. This one's a little bit of a unique page. Rather than having a conventional just like block of text, using some CSS with Avada, we were able to have a list of all the different companies he's worked for. And again, everything is mobile responsive. So when you get to the size of mobile, the slideshow part, this is actually using a slideshow but with one image, stays at the top, and then you see everything formats nicely. Now how about something a little bit different? I mean, we have some very white looking background sites. This one has darker elements with green, more contrast. Beautiful slideshow on the home page using the Avada's plugins. The blog section. Thumbnails representing each category. Newsletter right down below. Let's go to the blog, for instance. Let's go to view all. So with this, just to show you guys how it looks, how mobile responsive, you hover, it zooms in. This was done with a little bit of CSS. Very easy to add in. Goes full width once you go to a mobile size. Let me put that back to full size. Feng Shui connections. This one was one of the coolest ones I did with Avada for the slideshow part, because by default the slideshow is just rectangular. I was able to overlay an image with a slight drop shadow and create an amazing slideshow at the top of this website, giving a real feng shui feel. The bullet points, so the different icons come with Avada. Using Fusion Page Builder, I just added in blog posts really quick. Let me just go to mobile again. Perfect on mobile. Beautiful menus. Avada never fails to impress me, especially they update frequently, so they have tons of new features even when you just update the theme. How about some e-commerce? Let's go to shop. So you can see Avada works perfectly fine with the WooCommerce. Let's just go to a shirt, for instance. You can do multiple options, variables, there's different payment methods. You can choose the quantity, related products, social media sharing. Epic Beauty Supply is an e-commerce site also that has two versions of the site. One using some registration plugins which work perfectly fine with Avada, where professionals can sign up, get approved, and get discounts that the regular consumer wouldn't get. So you can see you can just filter through categories. Avada worked perfect for this. Again, mobile responsive. This website, is a multilingual website. You can see with Avada, my client inputted some information. They wanted to do a lot on their own, so some of the format and some of this text, maybe I'll be making a tutorial where I just help them out for the sake of helping them out on this part. We can see beautiful slideshow, drop downs, different languages. You can click, it will switch to languages. They have to input the translations. I believe this site's still kind of having some data entry done on it, so if you check it out. It's hosted on my server. I can't actually spell the whole website URL because I don't speak Spanish and I get confused every time, so I just go to the direct link on my server versus using their domain when I want to show people this. You can see it got translated, and that's not done just via Google Translate. That's done with custom translation. It works fine with several different multilingual site plugins. And imagelucidity.com, the least completed one I ever done. My baby. I always put this on the shelf while I work on client sites. But you can see the slideshows look cool. Not quite as animated because I just did still images. Easily was able to embed, some of my portfolio down here for 3D graphics. Alright, so this site definitely has the Fusion page builder. I'm on the latest version of Avada. Now, as promised, the back end of Avada. So this is WordPress 4.0, I believe I'm running. 4.01, okay. So this is most up-to-date version of WordPress, most up-to-date version of Avada. If we go to pages, and I'll just add in a new page. I'm not going to publish this page for the sake of, this is my girlfriend's face painting business, but she won't mind if I just show you guys quickly the Fusion page builder. So if I want to create things with this, it's as easy as clicking, dragging, and dropping. So let me click on Fusion Page Builder right here. Give it a second to load. With the slow Wi-Fi here, it will take a minute sometimes to load all the features. If you're on Comcast or Fios, no problem. Sometimes they just go back and forth and it will force it. There we go. Alright. So, if I want to add in a beautiful slideshow, I can simply put in a full-width container, builder elements. I can go over to the Revolution slideshow. Let's see, slider, Fusion slider, Revolution slider. There we go. Click it. It's here. Drag and drop it. Let me click the paintbrush to edit the element, and I'll put this to the home page one, save that. Let's add in another column option. Let's do a half and a half. Builder elements. Let me go to, let's see. What should I add in here? Let's do an image frame. Drag and drop this in here. Edit. Let me upload an image. I'll just go from the media library, pick something that we already have uploaded. Oh, I also have a plugin on her website that automatically imports YouTube videos. So these are all thumbnails of YouTube videos. Her site will generate content on its own, which helps her out with SEO, gets her a lot more hits than she normally would. And it also keeps her site active, because she doesn't blog frequently. But this will blog at least 10-20 posts daily for her. So let's just, I don't know, I don't want to waste time. Let's just pick this. Insert into page. Scroll down. Animation type. Let's do bounce. You can do a duration. Seconds. Let's do 1 second animation. You can add classes, so when you're doing the CSS later on, say you want to modify this one specific image, not all of them, you can add like an ID or class like dot cell phone or something like that, and then when you do your style sheet, you can just modify that. You don't have to manually modify the code, shortcodes, etc. Fusion Page Builder does it all for you. So let me click Save. Now next to it, if you have an image, you probably have a title, a text block. Let's just drag these in here. And just as is right now, as crazy as it is, let's click preview. Publish preview. So normally you might be used to needing to use multiple plugins to get tons of different features like the columns, slideshows, etc. Avada comes packed with all of it. And you can see right here, it works pretty well. Now, I didn't actually input a title name, and I didn't put any space in between where the shadow is, so I want to add in a separator. They have that. So if you see it's too close together, you just click separator. You can drag and drop your separator in between here, edit that, define the amount of pixels. Let's put like 50 above, 20 below. So the reason why they have above and below is if you want like have a line as a separator, you can have spacing varying on the top and bottom. You can add in icons to those spaces too. I don't want that, I just want some space. Let me click title, edit the title, and I have no text in here. That was the problem. Let me put in stuff about things, and I can't spell. There we go. Save that, and let's preview. So now you see there's a lot more space. This bounces only when I scroll down. The image doesn't load first because I chose an animation type. Just like with the Peruvian donation site, the one that the client's still working on a little bit, you saw that those images would pop up when you scroll. That's the same thing here. So you can generate pages very quickly. Let's just go on a little bit more, just to give you guys a better idea of what you can actually do. Now let's do 1, 2, 3. You know, those are thirds. Let's builder element. Let's add in another slideshow. On the portfolio page, I haven't worked on the site in a little bit, but I know there's a slideshow on the portfolio page. Don't remember what it's about, but it's definitely there, so we'll find out together. Testimonial. Let's do one of these. If you want to duplicate this, you can just duplicate it. Now I can edit this. Testimonial, you know, item 1. Let's put a name. Brent is a male. Let's use an avatar. Probably, that looks like me. No, it doesn't. How about this? Alright, and company name. Image. Lucidity. Link. http://imagelucidity.com. Target self, and the comment. She is awesome at face painting. Caps lock off. And let me save that, and just for the sake of time, let me delete this one and just duplicate that. Now let me preview this. So this one I think was meant to be a half of a page, that slideshow. As you can see, oh, I don't think I saved the image, but that doesn't matter. Again, the Wi-Fi is a little slow here, so please bear with me. But you guys can see that you can generate content very fast. You can also change the full width, you know, color. You can just go into edit, border color, border style, the CSS you can modify, background color. So let's just refresh this one again. Oh, and silly me, the slideshow is full width inside of that container, so there's no chance of you actually seeing that. So let's put some of these inside of here as well. Let me preview that. Now, anyone who has coded a website or have tried WordPress without a page builder, you guys can see that this is beyond easy compared to what you're used to. I don't think I clicked save last time. There we are. Now there's a site width set, so it's only going to the full width of the website. The reason why the slideshow goes full width is inside the Revolution slider section. it is actually set up. Oh, let me move this to the trash before she starts wondering what's going on. Stay on this page. Move to trash. Yeah, goodbye, page. I will miss you. Okay, so now if we scroll down to the slideshow options, we can see like Revolution Slider. Revolution Slider is an amazing slideshow plugin. You can do global settings, edit the slides individually. If I want to add in the slide, I just go to edit, and this is like the home page slide, the one at the top. So I called it home because I know that's going to be on every page. I probably should have called it something a little bit more global. But I can just duplicate one of these and edit it, or just new slide. Inside of the slides, you'll see tons of different options that's unique to that slide. So you do a global, time. So each slide is there for, let's say, 7 seconds. If you want this one specific slide to be there for 10 seconds, you would enter in 10,000 because milliseconds. So like 3,000 milliseconds is equal to 3 seconds. Just take off a few zeros. You can have thumbnails. So say you want a gallery as a slideshow versus just having it, being a slideshow that goes by on its own. You can have thumb previews under it. You click it, it will be the bullet points versus regular slideshow bullet points. You can edit the background color. You can put in patterns for the background. I don't want to get too much into this. This is just a review, but I'll go into some tutorials about this later. There's the layer slider, there's elastic slider. You can have videos in the sliders, full screen videos in the sliders. Everything's mobile responsive. It's very, very easy to use this theme. I highly recommend it. I wouldn't have bought 7 licenses of it if I didn't believe it was the best. Now, pros and cons. Why should you buy Avada? I think you should buy Avada, not only because it's great and easy to use, but it's the #1 selling theme of all time. Is that just some cool badge they put on their, sales page? No, what that means is it has the best support around. You can go to the support forum, you can go to comments, look how many comments. People just talk. They have a whole site dedicated to support, where you can get FAQs and everything. If they're making millions of dollars off this theme by selling it for like between 50 and 60 bucks, that means they make enough money to have a full team of people on staff working on this all the time, giving you updates all the time. So it's safe to buy. If you want to go ahead and go to wordpress.org and get a free theme, that's fine. They work wonderful. There's themes that will look just as good as this. If you download like 20 different plugins, like different page builder plugins, you can get the same quality, but you will not get the support. And if you're doing this professionally and you have a client and you're liable for their website being maintained, you will want that support. If you're serious about your business, you will want that support. Unless you're a web developer, free themes are probably not going to get you that far, because as soon as WordPress updates or the theme updates, something's going to break. You'll probably forget to make a child theme. If you don't make a child theme, nope, I'm good. If you don't make a child theme, any changes you make when you update that theme, they're gone. Avada comes with the child theme. Do you need to make a mock-up for your client? If you buy Avada, you know what it comes with? All the PSD files. You can make a mock-up in one day, send out to a client, get paid for consulting, get paid for making the mock-up, and then, move on with it and start development. Now, why is that great? Normally making a mock-up would take too long unless you have a library of different, menus and different options. With Avada, it comes with it. You're just kind of positioning things, recoloring them, adding in your own graphics. And if you don't do a mock-up before you start a project, you're more likely to have to do revisions. You're always going to have to do revisions, but if you don't show them what they're going to get, you're not going to have an easy experience with that client. You'll just be doing extra work for nothing. Look at the amount of reviews. Almost a 5-star. If you're ready to buy Avada today, I'm going to put a link down below in the description. It's my affiliate link, and if you buy through that link, you will help support myself, and that will allow me to create more reviews, tutorials for WordPress, web design, Blender 3D, Photoshop, and tons of other design tools. I hope you guys found this useful. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I look forward to sharing more information with you guys in the next video.